Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Hoppers, today joined by
Brett
of NYC's. Checking out some beer that we got on Beer Dome, a winter release from Fonteinen that they haven't done in years. That they say is hashtag not lambic. So this is Fonteinen's Winter, or Strenge Winter. It used to be called Straffe Winter. And I reviewed the original one of these way back in the day with Jacob the Lord of Malt, and I think we gave it a 90. And I guess it's kind of like an interpretation of Faro lambic, which is like back-sweetened lambic.
Yep.
So with caramelized sugar or candied sugar. And they say here, this is pretty interesting that it says hashtag not lambic, but they say that they brewed this before under a slightly different name, and that it's a special brew of blended beer, and it was originally brewed a full barley malt beer, so no wheat in here, which is usually in the lambic, and the wort was also it was consisting of Pilsner amber and Munich malt, and in the cool ship they add this candy sugar, brown candy sugar, so that's one of the big differences. And then it was aged for over 2 years in barrels and small foeders, and then before bottling they blended in some young Fonteinen lambic and they added some more candy sugar. And this apparently is brewed to Aman's own original recipe for this kind of candy sugar beer, Faro type beer. But they say hashtag not lambic. But they do it like a lambic still. So I guess you'd call it a wild ale then. Or
it's categorized as a other type of wild ale.
Okay, so I guess that's why, but that's probably because there's very strict rules in production of lambic, in terms of what can be in said beverage. It's also a bit stronger. It's 7.1%. Yeah, but makes sense. There's sugar in it, so this will be interesting to try. So pour is also a whole lot darker, but that again, Munich malt and amber malt. Yeah, you know, it is a nice kind of amber color. Yeah, dark amber,
chestnutty amber.
Yeah. And a slightly colored beige-ish head. Yeah. White, off-white maybe. Looks very nice. Let's check out the aroma. It smells a lot like lambic. Yeah. It's almost like dry and also caramelized stone fruit to me. Like apricots and stuff like that.
Yeah, but also a bit slightly raisiny lambic.
Oh, yeah. There's like a raisin, almost figgy thing. Yeah. It doesn't per se smell sweet.
No, nutty. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can say there's a nuttiness. Yeah. There's some dry woodiness. But there's definitely also some mild funk.
Yeah, and some mild like vinegar.
Yeah.
Almost like balsamic.
Yeah, I totally see balsamic vibes. But also because of the kind of like woody flavor. Yeah. Maybe also like the different malts in there. Like some darker malts. Giving off whiffs of that. But yeah, I'm just trying. Is it smelling sugary? Not at all. But maybe most of it is fermented. You know, I don't know. Yeah. We'll see if it's sweet.
Also like just woodiness, like
lots of woodiness.
Old.
And it's almost like the funk there. That's even though it's super soft, it plays in with that wood, so it's like that woody funk almost. Yeah. But it smells very nice. It smells like pretty good stuff. Let's try it. Cheers. And thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. Very soft carbonation. Yeah. It drinks like a slightly sweeter Gurze or something like that. Because there is a touch of sweetness to it. And it's maybe a bit more dried, fruity. Yeah. Also a bit sherry-like.
But that's also why it's not as sweet as raisins, but it has like a dried fruitiness to it.
I think it's really good. Like it's raisiny, lightly as you said, but also like really I'm getting lots of sherry. Loads of like sherry vibes. Almost like when they do all their... Well, Pedro Ximénez barrel-aged sherry lambics, one of the Sen beers. Yeah. Which they now have we have a whole set of different like sherry barrel-aged. Yeah. Beers from.
What's also interesting about this one is the acidity is kind of there instantly when it hits your tongue. Yeah, but it's not the kind of acidity that builds. I feel like it's like
flat
right away. Yeah.
Like but it falls flat quite quickly too. Yeah. Like it leads into more of a dryness and a fruitiness than an actual long. Lingering sourness. It's interesting. I think maybe there's just a touch of sweetness, or maybe it's just because I know that there's the sugar in there. But I feel like I sense some sweetness, but it's super light. It's not like, don't think back sweetened lambic like the Lindemann's sweet fruit lambics, like the Krieken one that are like crazy sweet.
This also, seems like it fermented some dryness, or it is.
Yeah. There's also what's it? Chapeau lambic. That's also like really sweet and back sweetened. But I think that's also maybe the deal with this, like because you're adding sugar and all this, they don't want to call it lambic because there's a lot of producers in Belgium making #not lambic where they do, you know, add a lot of sugar and all these things, like do all kinds of weird stuff to it where it's not like 100% authentically made, because it has to be in barrels, it has to be in the Pajottenland region, it has to be fermented with the wild flora. You know, Geuze is 3 years, all this in different barrels blended. So I understand why, but they've taken the lambic approach anyways to making it. Yeah. Making a pretty cool, like, you know, funky beer. Blind, I would think this was a Geuze though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like it just slightly heavier, but slightly darker Geuze. Yeah. Yeah. But it's what strikes me is also it's like it's also quite plummy compared to a lot of like Geuze is usually more like apricot.
Yeah, and peach and stuff like this. It's like plum and also like those kind of slightly dark fruit, but almost sultanas maybe, because that's also not as sweet as a raisin. Yeah. And then more pronounced sherry, dry, woody character. And I guess that's also because of sugar. That will promote dryness as well. Yeah. But it's not too much. There's still a decent body to it. It's very slick. Yeah. It's quite coating. So I don't know if that's like the final touch of sugar in the bottle. You know, when they blend with young lambic that has sugar, if that gives it a little bit of body. Yeah. Because over time that would maybe also, I don't know how much it will ferment in the bottle. No. But you know, it definitely will develop. I mean, they give this the same aging potential as their lambics. But I think it's really fucking good. I like it. You know, it's a nice funky but more darker flavored lambic inspired beer, if you can say it like that. Yeah. 92 or something.
Very tasty, yeah. 91.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's not like one of the best Fonteinen beers I've had, but it's really nice. And it's, you know, it's a fun little winter release. And also, not a lot of people do Faro.
No.
But I think in a lot of people's minds, it's kind of a bastard of the lambic world. Yeah. Anyway, so that's probably also why it says #not lambic. But
maybe also they brewed this to kind of prove that it can be, you know, something that's pretty nice and not just really sweet and cloying.
I think Lindemann's does a Faro too.
Okay.
Actually. The more I drink it, the more I also notice that there is a little bit of sweetness to it. But again, it's not pronounced because it's already quite dry and fruity. So, yeah, nice stuff. So, if you guys had a chance to try Fonteinen Strenge Winter, I don't know if they're going to do this again, but it's got a blend number, which is 53 from the 1920 season. And it was brewed in 2018. So, who knows? Maybe they got more of this coming as a winter seasonal. I mean, now that the production is bigger, that could be a thing. So, yeah, and if you guys want to check this one out, I still think they actually have some on Beer Dome. So, check them out. Link for the shop is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Yep. Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.